just that so many people are trying to get on now. It just blows us up. I wonder if other gurus have that problem. There's too many people. They all want to get on and listen. Is this camera on?
Yes, it's on your broadcasting.
So help me, if you break this.
Say something.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. There's no volume. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're official now. That's good. Thank you, Ben. All righty. It is frozen. It's frozen. It's frozen as frozen can be. There's no volume? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. There's no volume? Testing 1, 2, 3. You know why it was frozen? Because you paused it by accident. You know why it was frozen? No, why? Tell me. Because you paused it by accident. No, she didn't. You don't know. All right. Oh my goodness, 98 people. Are you serious? It just won't stop. Why would you call me to tell me that I can't, YouTube and live stream and all that doesn't work? You don't think I know it, right? Let me try it a different way. Gino's Pizza, do you want anchovies with it? Okay, let me try it this way. Let me try it this way. Hi, this is Frank. Who's calling and how can I help you?
Frank is Martin. How are we supposed to listen to you tonight? You have YouTube or what?
I don't know. How you want to find me? What do you think I should? What do you think I should do? There's thousands of people that are trying to pour in, and they blew up our live stream. Then we went to YouTube, and they blew that up too. Where you at? Where are you trying to find me?
I'm on YouTube, and I was on the phone.
Yeah, the phone we have to shut down because we have to now use the phone to broadcast through YouTube. So, and you don't think I know all these things, huh?
I figured you knew something going on.
Well, of course you know I know something's going on. So let me go back to trying to fix it. I love you, man. Go to YouTube because we're now broadcasting. I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. It doesn't matter. It's like when I answer the phone, I say, "Hey, this is Frank 26. Who's calling and how can I help you?" And you got to make it short because I'm eating at a restaurant. Oh, okay, Frank. Well, let me just ask you these questions. And then they fire off everything, and they just keep talking and talking and talking and could care less. All that people want is here's another one. Listen to this one. Frank, your Monday night conference call, everything is shutting off. Live stream. Am I doing something wrong? What did I do wrong? You think I'm kidding? Look. Unbelievable. Here's another one. Live stream's not working. Help me. This one's from Africa. Only 249 people for all this stress. I'm going to go step away from it for a second, Jen. I can't even deliver what I wanted to deliver. This is covered with onions.
Yours is on that plate right there.
Jen. What'd you say about for what? cow, that onion is now in my mouth. Holy cow, that should make me throw up. Tell me when there's at least 500.
I can't see it at all, it's just
All
spinning.
you gotta do is look. That's too much trouble.
479. $613.
1,300?
$613.
Oh. Now here's the next problem. You ready? In 6 minutes,
I can hear.
our advertisers come in. How do you like them apples?
They're not gonna come in because you're not even on the phone. They can't come in.
Hey Wayne, we have a disaster. We cannot get on the air. We are now, and now all the advertisers want to come in. And I'm going to ask you very politely, do you mind canceling for today, for tonight?
Not at all, Frank. We'll do anything to help. You know that.
Oh man, that is so nice of you to say that. Look at here. We'll bring you in next Monday, I pray. But I will tell them at least what you have. Tell me the promo code and tell me the product.
Zeus.
The promo code is ZEUS, which is the Greek god of power.
Hold on, I got,
And,
yeah, okay. I got, the promo is Zeus. I got the product.
and the product is Zeus.
Yeah,
We've named it after the product, which is the
yeah.
most powerful
Yeah,
meganutrient
yeah,
for
yeah,
men
yeah. You don't have to
ever
give me the
created. It's
speech.
a totality
Oh
nutritional
God.
formula for the brain,
Yeah, you
for
don't
the
have to give
heart.
me. You don't have to give me the speech. I've got so much to do. I got the promo code.
Okay.
I will tell them about the product, and it'll be good for this. These next 2 weeks. Does that sound good?
Okay, man.
Okay. Hey, I love you, man. Thank you. God bless. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Here, Jan. Here. Come back. First of all, I just put something in my mouth, so now I got food in my mouth because I'm starving to death. Everybody's calling on this phone, asking what's up. Avoid all the calls. Now you got 3 other people to call.
Okay,
The,
yeah, I know.
and tell them all there is nothing for tonight. Explain why. I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna start now. Okay, Jan, baby, I give you this.
I agree. That's already posted on the forum. I don't need that.
Okay, okay. Hi. I'll tell you one thing. When this is all said and done, it'll be worth it. Hi. I guess we can say welcome to a UB2B. But what happened is that we had a breakdown. One of the problems for KTFA, our calls, is that they're kind of popular. And everybody knows exactly what time I stop singing. Everybody knows what time our advertisers come on. Everybody knows we start at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard. So the whole internet just pours in. And I'm serious. It messes things up tremendously. It just does. I mean, look at the history. We've been, or they know that we have something important. That's why I've told you, don't worry about what they say about us, KTFA members. Don't worry what they say about us. So, we're going to start now, okay? I think, I hope. And we're canceling all of our advertisers. I like them apples. I can't even make I can't, sorry. If I recall, on our live stream, we were saying that the media, unfortunately, is not giving the right information, in my opinion, about what is happening in Iraq. It goes back, it shouldn't be having problems with the Wi-Fi here.
At least if you go to the phone line, we can get a link to a recorded link and we can listen.
What did they all say, our
Theirs are fine.
advertisers?
They understand.
Look at this. We're doing live right now. Look what it did. It went to a commercial. Isn't that funny? Holy cow. Everybody wants to make money off of us. Doesn't matter who it is. This is ridiculous, but come here. Do I have food in my mouth? I'm so hungry. I had to eat something while this mess was going on. Are we on? Family, it looks like we're back, and oh no, it's shut down again.
They're still broadcasting live here.
Okay, I see it now. And look at it. It's all, oh, it was all fuzzy, but it's normal now. Family, We keep getting shut off. And I'm not going to stop, okay? Our advertisers were very gracious. By the way, um, thank you to our advertisers for being willing to say, it's okay. We lost over an hour just trying to get to talk to you. Alrighty. But real quick, Wayne Garland, if you're interested in the product Zeus, the promo code is Zeus. You see, you get a discount because you're a KTFA member, and then if you put in the promo code, you get another discount. So if you're interested in it, it's the multivitamin that I take. It's for men, and I take it because it helps me. I believe not only to get all my vitamins and minerals, but for prostate issues, and at my age, that's important. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that because that's a good product. I thank Janess for backing off. I thank Will for backing off. And I thank John, the Coins, for backing off. If you have any interest in their products, my name is Frank, and my phone number is 419-283-2552. I'm also going to say one more thing before we get started. Walking Stick was in the hospital 3 times this week. They have found that an oxygen tank, an oxygen tent is something that he might need. What happened is the 3 times he went to the hospital is because he stopped breathing. The narrowing of his pulmonary structure, it just comes on out of nowhere because of the damage to his body. And they got a C-cap for him at nighttime, and another mask that he can wear as he walks around his home. We need help. If anyone wants to help us with this equipment, we're looking for about $300. If anybody wants to help us, my name is Frank. My friend is Walking Stick. We raise funds for him accordingly when he needs it. One time we asked you for help, and you sent in over $17,000. Remember that? And I told him, and he said, "No, send it back." What? Which was a logistical nightmare, but I obeyed. We send it back to you. He's a good man. Right now we need 300. So whatever you can do to help us, my phone number is 419-283-2552. You can call me, and I can tell you how we can get the funds to him, okay? Thank you kindly. Now, we was talking about Iraq, and before we start, I have to now do it with this link. We don't offer you a date. We don't offer you a rate. Okay? Thank you. There is no date. There is no rate. Now, I know you're looking for it. The majority, that's what you're looking for. We don't offer you that. So if you're looking for that, please go away. Politely, go away. You don't know how to study with us. We study in a different way. Okay? And also to cover, because all the other links were messed up, we have a member of our forum that sent me a link and said, "Look, this guru is talking bad about you and me, Frank." I listened to it, and then I looked and I saw how many people were on his site, and you know what? I had to bite my little pinky. I couldn't believe that. I mean, really. So, to the KTFA member that sent me that information, do you realize who you're talking about? Do you realize that they don't know what they're talking about? Do you realize that every Friday, as we were accused, we give away free memberships, free, hundreds of them? He doesn't realize. I mean, he doesn't realize that. You know all this. Don't let darkness take you where darkness goes to hide from darkness itself. This individual that accused you and me falsely, that you had information that you stole from him, I know you gave it to me a month and a half ago. He doesn't. He thinks I'm selling it. He doesn't even realize that on Mondays, here we are, we review all of it. Every man has a right to make a living, and I charge $10 a month, not to be a member of my forum, but to be a member of something called premium. This man doesn't know these things. And I don't have the time to waste to talk about this man. I'm done. Let's go move. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the media is incorrect. I believe very strongly that the media is not. I have COPD.
No, the walking stick. They're saying that if he takes this tea or
Oh,
whatever.
no. Well, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease could be what we would categorize it under in a medical sense. So go ahead and remove that, sweetheart. But he's not labeled as such because COPD, Jan, leave it. In fact, you do whatever you want. Because in all honesty, COPD is a destructive illness mainly brought on by smoking. It can be by cystic fibrosis. Anyways, he doesn't have COPD. And you don't need to try to guess what he's got. The man is dying. That's what he's got. And he's surviving every week. And that's what you're helping him with. If you want to help, if you don't, just leave it alone. I believe that the media is lying. The media doesn't know, or the media knows what's going on, but they don't care. The media's job is to sell newspapers, sell airtime, and at whatever cost. And you're the cost because you don't care to study. Very few of you are good students. Very few of you have attended every one of our conference calls and knows when I say something, oh, is he being mysterious? No. No, I'm giving you something that you should know because you study with me. But because you don't know, you think I'm mysterious. So sad and so unfair. Always make sure it's not walking stick. Right there, Jen. Right there. Babe, right there. Is it?
No.
So, what the media is painting out there, in my opinion, is not true. They're saying that the United States of America is being kicked out of Iraq. How? Who? They're saying that Iran is kicking the United States out of Iraq. Are you serious? How is that possible? They're saying that Iran, am I saying that right? If I messed up Iran, I'm sorry. They're saying that Iran has voted to kick out the United States of America. You have to be very stupid to believe that. There is no parliament. How can you create a law without parliament? There is parliament, Frank. It's a standby government. It cannot function. The United States of America has all of it, and this is what the media, by the way, is saying. The United States of America has just slammed a bunch of sanctions on Iraq, and everything is screwed up now. Stupid! The documents from President Trump are on his table. He hasn't even signed them. These are threats. Nothing more. Same crap that the UN did, that I told you that they did. How is it possible that I just gave you 5 titles, 5 issues, 5 headlines, and they're all wrong? And they're all from the media. Why? Because the media is just as lazy or very calculating, very diabolical, very, very misleading, very wrong, for the purpose of selling and making a profit. If they told you, oh well, there was just a few scrimmages, a few firecrackers, they sent over. It did kill 1 or 2 people, and the United States is dealing with it. And in fact, you know what? It's over with. The United States already dealt with it. Why don't they do that? Parliament has just created a law through legislation to remove the United States of America troops from Iraq. That's impossible. That's not possible. Parliament does not exist. Oh, there's a standby government right now that is Parliament. Parliament passes laws through a procedure, stupid. Parliament you cannot do what they did today. It was a mutiny. That's all it was. It was treasony against, basically against Donald Trump. The same thing that the Democrats are doing. Boy, Mr. Trump, when it pours, it pours. Well, when it rains, doesn't it? It's almost like the United States of America when we were attacked from both ends. I mean, we got Germany to deal with, and now we got Japan to deal with. Are you serious? Both ends? And Mr. Trump, you're dealing with the idiots of Iran? The idiots of Iran? Good God, the Iranian citizens are helping you, aren't they, Mr. Trump? And the media is making the Iran look like, oh my God, look at the superpower that is just kicked out the United States from Iraq. That is so untrue. That is so false. That is so fake. That is for a purpose for the media to generate and cause you, tell me more of this bullshit. And you fall for it. Here's what I'm going to do. It's 3:15. I'm going to take it to 4 o'clock. I'm going to take it to 4 o'clock. 45 minutes. All right, maybe it's 3:15 for me anyways. It's 3:15. If I took it to 4:15, that would be an hour, wouldn't it? All right, let's do that. And I'm going to stop. I've got so much to tell you. And unfortunately, we have to spend time to destroy the garbage that they're telling you. And as far as the other gurus, I don't give a squat about them anymore. I used to pray for them. I don't anymore. You know, God says, you know, you get to a point where if they're not going to listen to you of what I'm telling you to tell them, wipe your sandals. Wipe your sandals of their dust, of their sand, and just go somewhere else. Yeah. So I don't care what other gurus are saying. I don't care what they say about us. I care about you. I want you to understand something. Let me spend 30 minutes talking to you about me and walking stick and what we want to tell you. And then let me spend another 30 minutes and tell you what the citizens of Iraq were telling me and what I was telling them. Ladies and gentlemen, anything that you read that the Parliament of Iraq did, anything, any laws, supposedly, any legislation, it's impossible. When Allah came out and says, we're still going to give you your purchasing power, the next day, the Iranians said, oh my God, we can't let that happen. Hurry, hire hundreds, no, make it thousands of Iranians. You can get the Iraqis too, you know, the lazy ones, and pay them. Tell them to start a riot. And they did. And we said, what are you doing this for, remember? And the following day, Allah, wait a minute, guys, what's this? What's the problem? I just told you I was going to, and look, you see these trucks? You know where they're going? So, Mr. Frank, is there a delay? Look, if there's any kind of a delay, let's call it, oh dear God. Look, if there's any type of delay, dear God, I tell you what, turn the sound off. Keep your eye on it 24/7, okay? Thanks, sweetheart. What was I saying? Oh my God. What's the matter with you? Guys, stop. Hey, I told you, I'm going to give you your purchasing power. Next day, what? Iran. Oh my God, we can't let this happen. Hire a bunch of people, put them out in the streets, pay them. I don't care. Give them weapons. Tell them, okay, get the Iranians too. Get the Iranians, pay them. The ones that are not loyal, the ones that don't care, uneducated, go out to the rural areas, bring them in, pay them money, tell them they got to go in there. All right, now give the Iranians in there that we're paying, give them weapons, give them clubs, give them knives, tell them to stab these people. We'll put people up on the rooftops, have them shot. Got it, done. All right, and it continued. Unfortunately, then Pompeo shows up. Pompeo talks to Mahdi. Mahdi, what are you doing? What I want to do. Mahdi, we just heard you last night. You actually came out and you told these people you're not going to give them their demands? Well, maybe in March and maybe 10, 15%. Mahdi, you stupid? Mahdi, you're out of here. Go out there and tell them that you resign. I don't want to resign. Mahdi, tell them you resign. Do you understand? Look. And then when Mahdi looks and understands very clearly, he goes out, I resign. But you just told us yesterday, I resign. But you just said you weren't going to go, I resign. You're not the prime minister? I'm not the prime minister. And then it got worse on Iran. It got worse on Iran. Besides the sanctions, in my opinion, this whole call is in my opinion, the Iranian citizens started to pitch in. What can we do, sir? What can we do? Do this, do that. Also, go there, do that. They've been doing it. You think I'm going to talk to you about that? Let the other gurus, let the media, let the other stuff that's out there tell you what they want to tell you. I can't tell you what I want to tell you, so I shut down military. And I told you, if there's any delay, it would be something small. If there's any delay, consider it like a sneeze that stops for a moment so that no one dies. Unfortunately, many did die. But that sneeze was Iran. And that sneeze, that Iran, found out, oh my God, look, he's on television. He's telling you in the trucks. What do you think? You know what's in the trucks. Stop this. Get out there quick. Look, if they do this, if they raise the value, we'll never be able to steal anything. The moment they raise the value, the moment they go international, you know that it flips over a switch. We no longer control anything in the CBI. So stay with the GOI and keep lying to the citizens. Tell them we're still in charge. Parliament is not in charge, ladies and gentlemen. And for the media to tell you that they're out there doing these things, oh my gosh, you should do something about this. You need to fight back against the media. Anything through the Parliament is right now is not binding. They need the council to take up an idea. What should we do? Let's remove American troops from our country. Okay, let's do it. Then the council takes it to the prime minister. The prime minister then takes it to Parliament. Parliament then reads it twice. Parliament then votes on it once. Parliament then puts it in the Gazette or some publication that says, hear ye, we now have a new law. What Iran did was nothing but showmanship. What was the name of our UB2B? What was the name of it, Tink? A monkey pounding his chest. And if you saw the UB2B, you know what it's all about. That's all it was. A bunch of idiot monkeys. Shut up. You don't even belong there. Get your ass out of the Parliament. No, they shoot me outside. No kidding. Go back to Iran. No, they shoot me in Iran. No kidding. Get your ass out of the Parliament building and get out of town. No, we won't stay. No, you're not. We're passing laws. Under what authority? What jurisdiction? And you out there believe this crap and drive me nuts when I want to teach you other things. It was nothing more but Iran trying to huff and puff, and I keep telling you that. It was nothing more but showmanship. It was nothing more but a bunch of monkeys that think that they're still in charge. This is a Parliament, for the love of God. You don't even need
If they have a third, fourth grade education, it would be a miracle. This is how the government of Iraq got corrupt. Turn on them light bulbs and think. For years upon years upon years, Parliament. What is it? That's representation. It's like district representation. Like Nancy P. screwing up all of California. Not doing a good job in your area, are you, Nancy P? Instead, what are you doing, Nancy P? You know what Nancy P is doing, ladies and gentlemen? She's trying to pass legislation on the floor to take away the powers of a president. That's mutiny. That's treasony. You know what they do to people like that? Up against the wall. Hell no, you ain't gonna have no last cigarette. This is insane. And you believe this crap. Marty's pissed. Pompeo right there embarrassed him in front of, and forced him to go out there and say, "Oh, we're sorry." Okay, well, that's it. But no, you didn't. What'd you do? You hired more people out in the streets, and you assigned them to kill the innocent Iraqi citizens. You punks. Yeah, Marty's pissed. Kicked his ass and all his Iranian influenced little monkeys. Wait till wait till we. The only ones that wanted American troops out were the Iranian sympathizers. Wait till I read you our Fireflies reports. Antown. That's exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Iranians, what they did basically was just a show of hands. They were so desperate yesterday. Those that are in the Parliament building, you see, you don't even know that, do you? They're chicken shits and they don't even want to come out of the building. But I'm so tired, Jan. How did you not know it was not spinning?
Mine is spinning. I'm answering somebody who's asking a question.
Okay, don't worry about them. That's why you have Adams, okay? You want to pay attention to this and in case walking stick. Thanks, sweetheart. Appreciate it. I don't know where I left off. Tell me where I left off, family. Tell me where I left off. What was the last sentence or thought? By the way, when it spins again, you write down what I last said, okay? Help me. Those Iranians, come on. They were chickens, Iranians, Parliament, talking about Parliament, spinning punks, glad to do that, Frank. Called them chickens. Marty's pissed off, not leaving the building. The Iranians took a vote, and it was a joke, because in all honesty, family, they just gathered themselves together. Hey, where's everybody at? These are Parliament. They represent districts. If they have a third, fourth grade education, might be it. But even then, they are Iranians that were put in by Iran in the Parliament of Iraq. This is like a virus being put into a computer. This is like a bacteria being put into an ant, and the fungus bacteria kills it internally. This is a Trojan horse. Got it? But when they got together, those that are taking cover in the Parliament, the chickens, and they said, we need to vote. What? Everybody, we need to show a hand, please. How many of you guys want the American troops to leave Iraq? And the crazy thing about it is that before they went into the door, those are the Iranians that said, okay, we want them out. But the Iraqis that went in, representing Parliament district areas, they were met at the door. Who are you going to vote for? What are you going to vote for? Yes or no? No, I don't want the Americans to leave. And they were threatened. They were threatened. Okay, I want the Americans to leave. Good. Now get in there and cast your vote properly. That's the way it is over there. It is a mafioso world. That's all it is. You feel like a motorcycle in a Metrodome. How do you think I feel? Anyways, this vote, you need to let go of it, and the newspapers need to man up and apologize. It was a vote from a bunch of children. They were simply taking a census, a vote no with no authority. They just made up their own desire. Hey, we want to kick them out. But what it is, it's the last screams of Iranian militia in Iran, in Iraq, the last scream before the quicksand swallows him. Their parliament BS is the same as their military BS. Oh yeah, America, bring it on. Yeah, we're gonna wipe you off the face of the earth. You're mentally retarded. That's all there is to it. You have to be. To make a statement like that, Iran, you should humble yourself and say, look, hey, Trump. Okay, okay, you know, Obama Nation, your boy, he only gave us so much, okay? We're not ready to kick your ass. Why don't we just sit at the table and make money instead? We got a lot of good stuff here in Iran. We can make money. But no, no, no. You can't do that, can you?
No, mine's still going.
It's been spinning here for a while, Jan. And now it says that it will not, we cannot do this anymore.
Back on.
Well, honey, come here. When you say that, is that on? See that?
Yeah, mine doesn't say that, and neither does this one.
Well, this does, baby. Tell me what the last words were that you heard.
Make money like that. Why don't we make money instead?
Why don't we make money instead? I mean, here in Iran, we're a powerful nation that has a lot of stuff that can be, helpful for many nations around the world. I tell you what, we will give up being brats, and you help us, Donald Trump, because you're helping everybody else. But no, you can't do that, can you, Iran? Militia, military, jerks, whoever you lead, whoever you are that's leading Iran. And yes, President Trump came out and he said to the Iraqi citizens, you want to pay? You want to pay for the basis? Huh? You want to pay for the basis? But the media, the stupid, stinking media, didn't tell you the rest. No, I've got them. I've got all these documents. In fact, where's my phone? Let me try one, just one. We're gonna have to read off of here. I'll hold it now. I'll take responsibility now. Hey, by the way, look at the text. I don't know if you can see it there, but it says 267 texts. Do you understand the pressure on me? Do you understand the responsibility on me? You understand the need? I shouldn't say on me, on KTFA, on what we do, on what we offer, and how we serve. Yeah, it's insane. And I don't really get my admins to help me. Jan and I, my wife and I, we deal with 99% of KTFA's functions. I'm so grateful, especially to Claire, Harry. There are those that are there 24/7, and I appreciate that. And the other admins, it's because they can't. They got lives to go about. They got their own things to do. You see that? Now, what I want to show you, if I have the time, did you all see this? When Iran tells us, whatever they want to say, up yours. And this is from the deputy director, the cabinet of joint operations out of Baghdad. The Iraqi, the minister of defense, he comes out and he says, hey, Due to the differences in the sovereignty of the Republic of Iraq and the request by Iraq Parliament and the Prime Minister, we will be repositioning forces over the course of the coming days and the week to prepare for onward movement. And then as you go on and read this, you realize, wait a minute, the Minister of Defense is saying, we don't want the United States out. In fact, we're going to be repositioning with them. It was these clowns from Iran that pretend that they have authority in our country. They don't. They don't. This is actually a letter that was drafted. It was a mistake. And the media ran with it and said, look, the United States has been kicked out. The defense minister is saying that. It's a bunch of crap. And it should have never been released. And I'll tell you one thing. Iraq did not release this. It's amazing, media, how you release your own crap. Yeah, it's really the U.S.-led coalition tells Iraqi military that it will withdraw from Iraq out of respect for the nation's sovereignty. Bull, we ain't going nowhere. Next thing you know, President Trump comes out and he says, "Yeah, right. Like we're going anywhere." No, here's what we say. Iraqi government, you want to pay up for the bases? No, I didn't think so. If you did, do you realize, Iraq, we could sanction you, we could bury you, we could take you over? We did it, right, already, huh? All these years? Yeah. Iraq, uh-huh. What, you see your oil fields? You want me to shut them down? Iran, you want yours shut down? We can. No, true. No, this is Daddy, USA, America, Trump. We can do this. Oh, we can do this in 5 minutes. So, what Donald Trump did is, in reality, he didn't really talk to Iran. Oh, they're not worth talking to. So he talked instead to the Iraqi citizens and the Iranian citizens. So he said to the Iraqi citizens, you want me to put sanctions on you? No, sir. You want me to pull out? You want to pay for our bases? No, sir. Well, then kick their ass. Yes, sir. And that's pretty much what's continuing to happen. And that's what really pissing off Iran. We just shut down. Well, we shut down, but it's back. Okay. And then the show, the display. What I call UB2B, monkeys pounding their chest. You know, hold up Samalini's his casket. Pay them to cry. Whatever. Jeez. You don't care about that man. Shoot, you guys kill each other just to move up in positions. Show a display on the funeral for, we lost our general. We lost our leader. Up yours. Iran is so, the leaders of Iran, they're so sick. They're perverted. From indirectly to directly. The President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, is talking to only the Iranian corrupt parliament members, but not, and I don't care if it's directly or indirectly. You got the message, didn't you, suckers? And you, media, you better. Because the President of the United States of America told Parliament, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. And how do you like that, Iran? It failed, huh? You can't even use our media against us. The President is so used to that, thanks to the Democrats. You want the United States of America to leave? No, says the President. Guess what? Says the citizens of Iraq, and soon the citizens of Iran. USA! USA! That's Donald Trump's retaliation. He doesn't want to go to war. If he did, he'd kick your ass in 5 seconds. The retaliation is coming from the citizens of Iraq and Iran to you, militia Iran. And when you see that all the citizens in your country and Iraq are supporting the United States, supporting Donald Trump directly or indirectly, well, what does that tell you, Iran? Get the hell out. Yeah, because the media, as fake and as false as it is, and as much as you're using it in your favor, it can only do that for so long. The truth is actually is already coming out today and into tomorrow. You had a good 24 hours. You rode that wave pretty good, Iran, with the media. Fascinating, that combination. I know it looks bad. I know it looks bad. And the media is making it, the liberals are making it look bad. They only report what they want you to see, family. I only report what we see, family. The media is telling you, oh my God, it's World War III. Walking stick. Yeah, Frank. Is the CBI communicating with your firm, with the banks of your firm? Yes, Frank. Oh, this is going on? Yes, Frank. Does that surprise you? No, sir. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. No, sir. Frank, business is as usual. In fact, we're getting updates from the CBI of the next things we have to do. Really? Yeah. Walking stick, is the CBI telling you guys to pull out? Pull out of what? Your firm? Frank, we've been here over 30 years. We got 2 banks in Baghdad. What do you mean pull out? Wasn't everybody leaving Iraq? Aren't the citizens leaving by busloads? No. Frank, business is as usual. You know, that's funny, walking stick, because I told our family that they're still building condominiums. They're still saying score in the big auditorium and the big stadiums. Yeah, things are. It's just this little scrimmage, isn't it? Pretty much. It's what's going on in the G zone, green zone, and in Parliament. That's about it. So you're not being told to pull out your business. You're not being told as an American, because you got other Americans, right? Yeah, we got other Americans in our firm. What? You're not being told to pull out? Pull out of what? Out of Iraq. Because of the protesting? Yeah. No. Well, are they telling you to pull out because of the rockets that they're firing into the green zone? No. No. Where are you getting this shit? I'm just asking. Oh. Frank, are you asking me this because the media's saying that they came up with some vote, some law, something like that to get Americans out? Yeah. Yeah, Trump did say, hey, no sense in going there, but he didn't say pull out. The media exaggerated that. Oh my God, that's right. He did say don't go. He didn't say pull out. Oh my word. Good observation, walking stick. Frank, so it's Iran that is saying, not Iraqi parliament. It's Iran that is saying, America, pull out. And it's us that are saying, seriously? No. Who's telling us to pull out? Iran. Iran. What you gonna do about it? No, 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 no. Seriously. You're talking. We talking back now. You want us to get out, the USA, troops, everything out of Iraq. You and who? Seriously, look, Iraqi citizens. Wait till they start telling you how they feel about USA. They are. Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace. I find your questions very, very interesting. But I'm not here to talk about politics. But Mike Wallace, you interviewed Pompeo, and you thought that you were going to trap him, didn't you? Mike, I wish you would have asked me those questions. So, Secretary of State Pompeo, it's been said that the Parliament of Iraq has passed legislations, laws to remove all American troops and take over the bases in Iraq. Are you evacuating quickly before this escalates and turns into something worse? No. Oh, no. Aren't you concerned about what's going on and over there? We know what's going on. Apparently you don't. No. Wait a minute. And this is what he said. Wait a minute. Hey, Mikey Wallace. Are you talking about the non-existing prime minister in Iraq? The guy that said to us, to the president, to leave Iraq? Is that what you're talking about? This little threat, this little fart? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Marty, that he says that they passed some law to kick us out? Is that what you're talking about? Mike Wallace! You know damn well what he said. You know damn well what they did. And you want to ask me this question? Mike, no! Next question. And it better not be about some little flunky-ass prime... Mike, are you talking about the non-binding, non-existing, resigned Prime Minister of Iraq? Yes, Mr. Pompeo. That's what I'm asking about. Well, you're stupid. You know damn well that man doesn't exist. You know damn well he's not in charge. You know damn well he's not a prime minister. You know damn well he's nothing more but Iranian garbage that we have to deal with. And you ask me that question? Whose side are you on, Mike? Selling commercials.
You're saying it's not Mike Wallace, it's Chris Wallace. Mike Wallace is dead.
My deepest apologies to the Mike Wallace family. Oh my God, Mike Wallace was a beautiful journalist. Oh geez, for about 30-something years, and he just recently died. That's right, last year. I'm so tired. Do you understand me? And the Wallace family, my deepest apologies. But to Chris Wallace, are you serious? And thank you, by the way. That's teamwork. Anybody else would have just left me out there alone to die by myself. You know something? I'm not going to forget this. I'm not going to forget this. Thank you. Chris Wallace, you know very well that there is no prime minister. You know it's an interim government. It's just a standby, has no authority. It's just going about the functions. It's kind of like being on a dialysis machine. Really, a dialysis machine is part of the human body. A standby government is part of the government. Really. What they did and what they threatened us with, says Pompeo, is just a bunch of garbage. It's non-binding. It's all fake from the parliament of Iranian puppets. And then Chris Wallace says, well, Mr. President or Mr. Pompeo, are you going to abide by that decree that they have set upon you? Are you going to leave Iraq? And the answer very quickly was, nope. No. Quit wasting my time. You got anything else you want to ask me? Because I already told you, family, and let's repeat it a third time. First of all, Parliament does not write. Isn't that something? Parliament doesn't even write nor pass laws unless it goes first through a process. The Council of Ministers or from the cabinet, it's brought to the prime minister an idea, a concept that would become a law. It goes through a legislation process that goes to the parliament where it is read twice and voted upon and then put into some publication that makes it legally, hear ye to the world, this is now our new law. Yeah, it was nothing more but a bunch of monkeys that were beating their chests, huffing and puffing, I've been telling you, and for naught. And the process, if they wanted to pass a law, if they were part of the government of Iraq, if they had any authority to do this, then it goes through the legal process that I just explained to you. But they didn't even do that. All they did is the idiots that are still hiding in the bathroom in Parliament, they all gathered them together and they all, okay, show me a hand, everybody? Okay, Americans, you got to leave. Who says? Oh, we do. Who are you? Iranian puppets. All righty. It wasn't legal. It wasn't binding. It wasn't obligatory. Alrighty. You know what it was? You know what it was? It was a gathering of a bunch of chickens that know that their empire is gone. And now with Daddy there, they may be gone. All it was an Iranian flatulent. It was an Iranian flatulent in the middle of the removal of Mahdi and all of his Iranian influence and these Iranians, they're just pissed. They're just pissed. We, the United States of America, are in control, KTFA family, in my opinion. And Iran's irritating rockets in the green zone of Iraq, well, that was pretty much the invitation to make it clear to Iran that we, the United States of America, are in control in Iraq forever. And we are in control soon of you, Iran. It is your citizens. It is your citizens that are not betraying you, malicious leaders of Iran. It is the citizens of Iran that are saving their country from you. And with the help of you know who, and that's why you're really pissed off even more. You lost Iraq. Media makes it look like you're taking it back because they're liberals and they hate Donald Trump. And now you're going to lose Iran. The President of the United States gave Soleimani and Iran something to think about. And you act like, oh, he was a hero, and you have a national funeral, and all these people show up and solder, and all these idiots. That was stupid. The hey, family, check this out. This is a schematic drawing of what happened to that. I don't even want to call him a general. I'll just call him the chump Soleimani.
I'm gonna hold it up because it's getting a reflection. No, you hold still. Got it.
Okay, that's good. And what you got there, hold on, let me put this back and, well, I can do it myself, honey. Oh, yeah, I see all the, oh, but they see the picture. They got the idea. I'm sorry. What happened was that the road that this, he said it was mine. The road that this terrorist was on, this jerk Soleimani guy, is the same road where his bad people, his punk troops, were placed. And they were strategically killing innocent Iraqis. And they killed many Americans too on this road. And that was the road that Soleimani's ass got blown up on. I kind of thought it was fair justice. He wasn't blown up, he was vaporized. And then you pretend that you're carrying a casket? Dude, stop the bullshit. And you're doing that just to try to, oh, look what you did. We're going to get revenge. You ain't going to get nothing. You should sit down and make peace. Stupid. They vaporized his ass. There were no bones. There weren't even any ashes. Well, I will admit, they found a little chunk of his ring finger. Yeah, they did find a little piece. My bad. Okay, so you got his finger in the casket. That's all that was left of the man. There was a joke that was going around with Soleimani was calling Donald Trump. Hello, it's Donald Trump. Yeah, this is Donald Trump. Who did it? It's Soleimani. General Soleimani. Supreme Leader, General Soleimani. You're going to send me money? You're going to send me billions and billions and billions like your Obama nation did? You know, Obama, you going to send me? And Donald Trump says, yeah, I'll send you billions. Really? Yeah, I'll send you billions of dollars. I want you to go to the airport and wait for it on that road. Okay. I can just see him calling. President Trump, I've been sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting. It's incoming. Look up. Look up, man. Hey, Soleimani, whatever your name is, you had no business. You have no business walking on this earth. Another one bites the dust, and another one will too, and another one will too, and then there'll even be more. Iraq has the United States of America back in 2018. They called up Boeing. You know Boeing? Weapons, arsenals, airplanes. Back in 2018, the Defense Department of the United States of America called Boeing and they worked out a contract with them and they said, listen, Boeing, you won the contract. We want you to develop for us, powerful, we want new bunker busters. We want a new generation, a new technology of bunker busters. And Boeing, with their brilliance, they came up with 30 30,000 pound bombs that carried a 6,000 pound high explosive warhead. Can you imagine? 30,000 pound bombs with a 6,000 pound explosive warhead. The Boeing technology, I think it came from Space Force. Because when this bomb goes off, it can actually rearrange the molecular structure of metal and realign it literally where it can become stronger, or realign it where it becomes rather porous and very penetratable. God, we're smart. And yeah, it lines up all the metal molecules in ways that this buster bomb has tremendous penetration, and it can go through reinforced concrete. And I will admit that the Defense Department originally did this because we wanted to we wanted to blow up caves, mainly in Afghanistan. They're big. They look like whales. They're big bombs. These bombs actually served one purpose, like I said, mainly for caves. But in this case, and in my opinion, all of Iran's nuclear capability is actually very deep underground. And as much as these bombs were made for cave penetration and distribution of the of eating all the oxygen, which in turn kills all life, these new American weapons will destroy the enemy. Will destroy the enemy that's in Iraq. That's called Iranian influence. Get out, damn it, or come to the table and make peace, because you're running out of time. Because you see, what you tried so desperately to do was to stop the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar. Because if you didn't stop it, well, then all systems would be a go, and there's no way that you can penetrate those systems and steal money anymore. You're desperate. The desperate cry, the last cry of a man before quicksand takes him under. It's not working. You killed a lot of Iraqis. You killed some Americans, but it's not working. In fact, our president, our president even said, hey, stupid. I didn't do this. I didn't do this to start a war. I did this to stop a war from starting. It's a deterrent. All the sanctions and all the stuff that we've done against them. Here we go. So our president made it very clear, I don't want to go to war. Our president wants to stop something small from thinking that it's something big. It's not.
this. Closer. You know what? Let me apologize to them and give me one. And a tissue, please. I'm so close to being well, but I can't get well. You don't know. Jan, have you unpacked your suitcase?
Nope, not yet.
Why?
There's no time.
There's no time, is there, Jan?
Nope.
Two days ago, when I was talking with a walking stick, and I'm sorry, I'm going to put this in my mouth, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I was talking to walking stick, you know, we don't talk about a date or a rate. So I have to approach him in the safest way possible, you know what I mean? So I said, what do you think, sir, about what's going on? Nothing. I don't think anything about it. It's just a bunch of idiots that are making a lot of noise for no reason, for no value. Iran doesn't have any authority in the government anymore. It's been dismantled. What about the interim government? They're just keeping the daily activities going, Frank. And that's why I compared it to a dialysis machine. Please stop telling me to make this and make that. I love you. I thank you, but I've read about 1 billion of your suggestions. Thank you. Thank you. Don't do that. And 2 days ago, when we were talking about, you know, me casually trying to figure out if there's a way that I can get him to tell me, oh, Frank, we're all messed up. You know, this is a disaster. Nada. He's like, what? Man, well, that's not what we're talking about. Yes, sir. As much as I want to ask him his opinion about what you think that this is going to stop, you know, the reinstatement, the monetary reform, if I dared ask him something like that, he would, you know, I mean, he may never talk to me again. How stupid of me to ask him a question like that. This is a fart, nothing more. It's a fart that killed people, sadly. Yeah, there's that consequences. Yes, we have young men and women that are going over there right now in harm's way. It's not cool. And yes, this is a delay, but it's not stopping anything. Nothing. Frank, business as usual. There's nothing different. Okay. So I tried a different way. Mr. Walking Stick, well, what about what about Eddie's friend at the bank who says something about April or March or something about the fiscal year starting then instead of using the regular calendar year? He says, look, Frank, I don't know anything about this bank friend of yours. Well, he's a friend of my Firefly. I don't know anything about what he's saying. I think it's just a rumor what he's hearing. Well, he said he got it from his boss. His boss must have got it as a rumor. The CBI has not told us anything different. If they had, and if I could tell you, I would. If they had, and I could not tell you, I would tell you. I can't tell you. Hold on.
See, this is why I can't turn my damn phone off.
I need to know who's saying this. We're not hearing, we're not hearing, we're not seeing, and we're not talking about no April, no March. In my opinion, I think it's just a rumor that you're dealing with, Frank. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Frank. Yes, sir. The people of Iraq, the citizens, they don't have any faith in their government, do they? No. That's why I tell you that the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar must not fail within the citizens of Iraq. They don't have any faith in their government right now. So, Frank, I know what you're trying to ask me. You already said you wouldn't eat off of a dirty floor, would you? Yes, I did say that, sir. Well, then they should understand. They do. They should understand, Frank, that if this. Excellent. This is what needs to be done by you guys. Multiply this by 1,000-fold. Eddie, did you leave Baghdad? Frank, let me tell you that if the CBI released the rate now, if they released it now, in my opinion, it is not, if you release that rate right now, yeah, not at the benefit of Iran. Frank, if the CBI released the rate right now, don't you think that Iran wants a piece of the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar? But trust me, Frank, President Trump will never allow that to happen. Yes, sir. Frank, President Trump. Copy that. I pray for you, son. Right now, I am doing the UB Tubi. President Trump took no options off the table of what he will target. Now, listen, family, because we've been all fragmented. This is important. The President of the United States of America, in my opinion, he took no options off
the table of what he will target in Iran. Got that? Number two, Iran is not just pissed, but they are tremendously scared because President Trump took no options off the table of what he will target in Iran. They are pissed, and they are tremendously scared right now. They are foolishly scared because Trump told Iran, I will take from you what means the most to you. Now he's talking to the militia. In the militia, what means most to them is money and power. Number three, stop posting and listen. Number three, in my opinion, President Trump can hit Iran oil refineries. That's a gimme. But, number four, President Trump can shut down those same oil fields in minutes. In minutes. That is 100% correct. This is from a resigned prime minister with no authority. Oh, dear God. Oh, my God. Number four. Oh, it won't kick in. Number four. Trump, yes, can shut down the oil refineries in Iran. That's a gimme. But Trump can shut those down in minutes. We know that. But more devastating is that Trump can now hit culture sites. And that's why Iran is scared cackaless right now. They know about what Boeing made for us. They know what they got deep, it's going to be gone. But now, we might hit their oil refineries. Actually, we'll take them over. And now, we might hit culture sites in Iran. And Iranian citizens know they are not the targets because those citizens are targeting their own government. Like we are. It's called recon. Soleimani, the jerk Soleimani, that does not deserve to walk on this planet Earth, and he doesn't anymore. Soleimani was not just killing Iraqis in his own country, but Iranians in his country as well. His own people. He killed Iraqis in Iraq, he killed Iranians in Iraq, and he's killing Iranians in Iran, or he was. How devilish is that? These bunker busters can go really deep, and they can kill a lot of devils. Iran citizens ran to President Trump for his help. And it arrived for both Iran and Iraq. Hoorah! Rouhani, the prime minister of Iran. And Kolamani, Kolamini, the holy man. You got the prime minister and the holy man that are the terror in Iran and thought that they owned Iraq. These two knuckleheads, you should not be trying to burn down American embassies. Knuckleheads. You should be protecting them. We are the best thing you've got. If you had any sense, you would do this, and you would sit at the table with Trump and not. You're writing your own obituaries. You need to come to the table with peace, because the only thing in your future right now with the United States is the same future of your former General Soleimani. They vaporized his ass, didn't they? Is that what you want? Because that's the road you're going towards, Iran. And then you treat this general like your hero. There was nothing in the casket. Stupid. No, excuse me, I'm sorry. There was a ring finger, maybe, because that's how they identified him. That's how he was found. They identified him through his DNA and his fingerprint. And then when you carried his remains from Iraq to Iran and you paraded him around, shoot, you could have put whatever was left of him in a thimble. Soleimani chose his path. You remaining Iranian dictators. Soleimani chose his path. Khomeini, Mr. Holyman, and Rouhani, Mr. PM of Iran. Choose your path carefully, because you are targeted. And when your little punk ass general thought that he was Mr. Cool riding in that car, this is my road. This is I control it. There's the airport. There's me. Nobody gets past me. And all of a sudden, hey, what? Look up. I mean, we killed you from from a great distance, from a land far, far away, huh? Yeah, so holy man and PM of Iran, always look up and get off your damn cell phone, stupid. Lift your head up. And stop suggesting who you think should be the prime minister in Iraq. Shut up. You wanted the Emir as the prime minister? Oh my God. What did the citizens of Iraq say right away? No, he's gross. Yeah, you're Amiri, that jerk. He's too Iranian. Ladies and gentlemen, KTFA, this delay of releasing the new rate may be a bad thing for you and I as a Dinar investor, but it was a gift to the country of Iraq and her citizens, and now possibly to the Iranian citizens. Because now not only Iran and Iraq both know that the United States of America will never leave Iraq. Never. The media, it sells tickets to the circus. Don't you go to the circus, family. Don't you go. Step right up and see the woman with the beard. Don't buy that ticket. Do not allow your emotions, KTFA family, to be used by the fake media. Allow my opinion to point in the proper direction instead. And then take it to God in prayer. And then give it to Him, as time is the water for that seed to germinate, for you to see the results of it. Our teams are not journalists that visit the action. Our teams, they are citizens that live the action in Iraq. Our teams is walking stick in a huge firm that talks directly to the CBI. Our teams are fireflies all around the world. Our teams are contractors, soldiers who are our friends. Our teams are, well, that's enough. The protesting and the Iran BS authority, there was no way of knowing that this was coming. I want this to happen. I know you want this to happen. Some of you need this to happen. And as much as I told you, when you asked me, was there any delay? There is no delay, but the only thing I see is Iran. And I didn't think that they were going to desperately come out and start protesting and paying people to do that, and then paying those Iranians to kill Iraqis in the streets while they were pretending that they were protesting when they really weren't. And all we see now is the Iraqi citizens in the streets praising the United States for striking back and for being there, and for being there to protect them. So family, I told you, you won't eat off of a dirty floor, right? You don't eat off of a dirty floor. And when you asked me, are there any delays? I told you it could be just, a simple little, sneeze. And there was no way back then of me really knowing, but I did tell you that if there would be anything, it would be Iran, but it would be small. And lo and behold, they came out screaming and crying and farting and everything else the moment that they saw a lock on television say, yeah, we're going to give you the purchasing power. They went out and protested the next day. Remember when I said that? Remember back then? If you can go back and then and look at those videos, you'll see me say, why did you do, who told you to do this? Remember I kept saying that? Who told you to do it? What's wrong with, remember I kept doing that? Remember? Well, now we know. It was stupid Iran. It makes sense. They were desperate. So there was no way of really knowing that this was coming from Iran, but we gave you a word. Something small could become something big. And President Trump doesn't want it to become something big. He does not want to go to war. But there was no word, there was no intel, there were no signs. Our teams were not, we did not expect this to happen. It's happened, and it's actually been good. And that's why we gave you something small. And we called it the final removal of Iran in Iraq, because Iran removed from Iraq equals the United States of America permanently in Iraq. That's good. Let me give you an example. You know this fake news that we're talking about, how America informs Iraq on the withdrawal of the measures taken to exit the country? No! Liars! And you knew that that document that was released erroneously. That's what pisses me off. Anybody that tries to trick me on purpose, you are my enemy forever. The fake news. thing. All I heard yesterday. And I didn't have anything about that. Why do you call me about crap from well, because it was in the media, I suppose. It sounds like the Democrats, Nancy, I gotta pee. And you know what she's doing? I told you. You know what she's doing? She's trying to pass law to limit the President of the United States of America from power. You treasonous female dog, you. Nancy P., did you ever hear of the old line? Oh, it's 4:30. You tricked me. Did you ever hear of the old line that said, the apple does not fall far from the tree? Did you ever hear that? This has nothing to do with Newton's theories of gravity, gravitational fields, but Nancy and Biden, both of your sons didn't fall very, very far from the both of you. They are about to be exposed. You are about to be exposed, Biden. I don't know anything about you, Nancy. Just your son. That's why you don't want to do the final impeachment. If you take it to the final floor, Nancy, you might as well stick a knife in your heart, son. You guys are scared, aren't you? All this Zama, all that stuff that they're going to find out about, and good luck, Nancy. Good luck. I like this quote. Officials in Iraq step back from the threats to expel U.S. forces out of Iraq after Trump threatens to expose sanctions. Expose. Threatened. He didn't put them on them. But the media sure made it sound different, didn't they, family? Now look at here. We got a problem. I already went 15 minutes past what I promised you. We have, it's huge, the Firefly report. On Saturday, I gave it to you. Premium was nice, and for that little, what is it? That tiny little finger thingamajig. Oh yeah, he charges everybody. Oh, he's charging for the information that I give out. Yeah, not. And I mock you because you're stupid to accuse others falsely. But again, you're not worth it. You had 111 people that were responding to you. I get 111 people in 5 seconds. Oh, listen to him. He's talking about himself. Oh, he's such a big shot. No, but I'm fighting back at your stupidity. You do not accuse my team, which you didn't, but you do not accuse members of my KTFA family. They're my family. And I don't talk about gurus anymore. But my family brought this up to me, so I defend my family very, very briefly. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to read to you Firefly's report. It is powerful. It tells you the truth. When you hear it, you're going to sit there and you're going to get more pissed off at the media. You're going to get more angry at Iran. But instead, I'm going to give you what happened in the second link of live stream when I was singing. Walking Stick communicates with us. Because you see, he has these stacks, and he went to the hospital, and he stayed in it 3 days out of the week, and I lost him, and they're trying to set up this oxygen tent for him. But he's got a stack of reports. They come in. His nurse files them. They puts them. She's also a Marine. And they stack them up for him, and he reads them when he can. If not, she reads them to him. She has the clearance. So it turns out that He got reports 2 days ago. And I think you heard me say, 2 days ago, Walking Sticks firm said, business as usual. Remember I said that? Well, it was around that time that the next stack of reports came in. And the stack of reports that came in, Walking Stick told me, if I find something of value, I'll send it to you. I said, thank you, sir. And here it is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it to you, okay? I'm going to hold it up. I'll talk about it just very briefly, and then there's me saying something to him, and then he responded, and then I say something to him. So it's, Walking Stick, me, Walking Stick, me. First you read it. Let me know. Okay, I have to look at the screen, family, to make sure that you were able to see it all. Hold on. Yep. You got this whole call is in my opinion, okay? This whole call is in my opinion. Somebody said, "Sweet." I saw it. It was great. I saw it. I got it. Yep. Bang. Oh, you did see all that. CSS man goes, "Whoa! Whoa!" I just woke up all the kids that are asleep already. There we go. Wow, wow, wow. Well, let's look at this very quickly, because this is all I'm going to do, and then we're going to say goodbye to you. And more than likely, I will do a UB2B tomorrow and tell you, give you the long report from our fire fleet. So remember I said it was 2 days ago, so counting today is 3. From 3 days ago, they're being told, by who. Banks will lessen holdings of large denominations further. So in other words, what they have already collected, now they're going to really step on the gas. From 3 days ago, let me see, what would that be? Today's the 6th, that would be around the 3rd. From 3 days ago, banks, the banks in Iraq, the banks of my friend's firm, will lessen holdings, they will hold less, lessen holdings. There will be less of what? Of large denominations further. So the process of lifting the 3 zeros, there's going to be a whole lot less of them in the streets. Lifting the value would help, wouldn't it? There's timeline. Oh yeah, I know. The schedule has times, dates, right? It's stamped, right? There's timeline. You notice that? Timeline. Did you notice that? There's timeline. And which denominations? Whoa, the 25Ks probably. Too much to text. Talk tomorrow. Too much to text? Oh dear God. Last time he told me, they are preparing to bring, and I say to him, this is what I say to him. They are preparing to bring out the new notes, question mark? Because it sounds like you are saying large notes restricting now, right? Question mark, really? Well, also, is this mine tonight to, or do I stand down from this? He said, in prep for release. Oh, okay. All right, that's it. Drop the mic. Okay, in prep for release? Of what? Well, you don't have to ask, do you? No. No, I know what Alak said that they wanted to. They were in the trucks. Shoot, that ice cream. I hope it was in liquid oxygen or liquid nitrogen. But anyways, yeah, okay. In prep for release. Well, sure, they got to collect as many more of those 3 zeros. In prep for release and for that new denomination. Oh my goodness. In prep for release, they will be. And then he says, you can have it for tonight, but let them know more. Let them know much more to it when we talk tomorrow. Oh, really nonchalant. Oh. All right. If I got the time, I'll give you a call. Yeah, okay. Hello? Huh, what? Yeah. I told you that. I showed you what he said, yeah. And then I said to him, I said, the hell with tomorrow. I'm calling you now, man. Nah, just kidding, sir. I'll call you in the late afternoon. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, and you see, I told you the lava flow continues, and what they're doing, there's more, because I didn't read the rest of it to you. He tells me we need to talk in order for me to understand the rest that he sent me. And when I looked at the rest of it, well, what you saw was enough to open up one eye really big. And when I saw the rest, both eyes were open. It's all good, isn't it? Yeah, it's all good. Fireflies, especially Eddie. I pray for your family. I'm glad that you left them in Baghdad. I know your friends were leaving by the busloads. But I also told you they'll come back once they find out the truth. I hope that tonight we were able to give you a lot of the truth. But it's still not an environment where you can make a living right now. It's wise where you're at in Jordan, and safer too. Make money there. Make money in the markets and send it home to your family. Your family will be okay, in my opinion. Because as long as Iran does not do anything stupid militarily wise, then I think that the President of the United States is going to reach out to the existing government of Iran. I don't know. I hope for peace. But I can tell you that with confidence, because in my opinion, the citizens of Iran have reached out to the President of the United States. Recon is set. And Iran's leadership, yeah, they're pissed. But they are more scared than anything else right now. I hope you enjoyed your conference call for tonight. It was good to be with you. I'm sorry that it was an insanity, wasn't it? Live streamed like about 5-6 times. It's crazy that most of my singing was recorded, unfortunately, and that's all a bunch of garbage. I apologize about that. And we tried to get it started on live stream. It didn't work. So we came over here to UB2B, and Tink, did you remove all the failed links?
For YouTube?
Did you?
No, I did yes, for YouTube, there was 2 that were trying to.
Good, sweetheart. So then this is the only one that's going to be up, right? And they'll see this. And we do have another YouTube, the one that we did for 30 minutes. So there's now 2 YouTubes. And there is a fragmented, but there is a fragmented live stream. I would tell you, don't waste your time with live stream. Just come on over here to YouTube and you can see everything here. Did we renew the fee for live stream, Tank?
Yep, December.
We renewed it? It's over $500, wasn't it? If I knew any better, if I knew then what I know now, I would have not renewed it.
You can probably get your money back. Once you don't use.
The problem is that, well, it's okay. Well, I'm done. Babe, you hungry?
Yep.
I'm hungry too. I like oxtail soup with udon noodles and the Chinese spices on the side with my fried rice. No onions, please. And I'll make it oxtail soup with maybe like 3 pieces of fried shrimp tempura.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm hungry. What do you think? Tell me right now. Do you feel that you learned something new? Are you happy? If you learned something new, say happy. If you feel that it was, we know all this already. Say ditto. Ditto. D-I-double-T-O. How's that? But if you, happy. Oh my God, look at Jan. Look at Jan. You watching that? That's a freaking machine gun. I'm going to fire back. Hold on.
Here comes the
Wait a minute. Oh, that's. Wait. Oh, my. Well, there's a swimmer. Wait a minute.
You're gonna break the YouTubers
Look at all those. Look at all that. How about the Gatling? Yeah, well, that would be the Gatling gun. What about the side cannons on those big birds? What would that be? More like. Yeah. Anyways, I've had a good time. I'm going to go eat. God bless you all. And I will see you tomorrow for another UB2B. I don't know what time. I don't know. And I will read you the reports from our Firefly. There's a lot to talk about. I'm glad that you're happy. Get it? If you're happy and
Don't
you...
sing.
I can't sing that one too? Well, that's got copyrights too?
No.
Unbelievable. Let's roll. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, let me show them my color coordinated. You see my shoe? See that? Ground troops. Okay, see that? Hot information. See that? You see my shorts? Matching. See? Huh? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. There you go. See? Thank you. Our next show is at 4 o'clock. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Somebody wanted to know what those beads were back there.
These are, oh God, help me. These are kukui nut beads is what they are. And you know if they're real because you can take one and rub it up against your teeth. Yeah, that one's real. This was presented to us when we arrived by one of our friends. Aloha.